What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Thursday edition of the Build and Chat. This week we have Jeansversion, otherwise known as Jeans, so we're just going to bring her on. And welcome.
Hey, wouldn't it be this week we have Jean, otherwise known as Jeansversion?
Should it be the other way? You know what? I got to start working on that with these entrances. So we're kind of
okay. How are you, Evan? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you for having me. Sorry, I was running a little behind. Thank you, everybody, for being so patient. This has been a crazy week.
So essentially, she's not blaming me for being late. She's, taking ownership for it. So I appreciate
No,
that.
Evan was on time. Evan was like, "Where you at, bitch?" No, he wasn't like that, but
I would never talk like that. Never say that. I don't use that. I got a daughter. I can't say that word.
Yeah.
So
what's up, everybody?
I know you were having a busy day, I'm assuming, because, obviously getting on a little bit later. So what's the life like for you that, makes you so busy right now?
So the Animal Crossing embargo is this morning. So I got that post. I had it already lined up, but I didn't have any posts lined up in terms of vertical content, so TikTok and Instagram. So I was working on some of that, and I also still had to get my Hagrid's Hut because the Harry Potter embargo was last week, and I didn't even have anything ready for that. So that's what I was pushing out before I joined you.
Well, I feel like Lego slammed you with the ambassador program right now from all the sets that I did see you get for March, right?
Yeah, they do. They tend to do that. And that's one thing I had heard about the LAN was that you'll have embargo dates and then the embargo dates will disappear. It'll be like, nope, never mind. You can just post whenever. And it's like, oh, but I don't actually have anything ready yet, which is it's fine. It's sort of like a self-imposed deadline because it's only the deadline that you can't talk about anything before. After that, you can talk about it whenever. I technically don't even need to post about these sets. I can post about them next month if I want to,
so
but
right
obviously
now I guess everything March is good to go now, or is
everything
there
March is
one?
Well, at least for mine. I don't know what the embargo dates are for other sets that I didn't get. I guess today was also Snow White's Cottage because I started seeing that today, but I don't know about any other embargo dates. But it's just Star Wars, Animal Crossing, and Harry Potter is now free game.
So you got Star Wars, Harry Potter, and the Animal Crossing lines, correct?
I did. I was very fortunate.
So that was, how many sets were in Star Wars? That was 5?
5.
And then Harry Potter also had 5?
It was 5.
And Animal Crossing was 5, if I'm not mistaken.
That was 5. That my fingers literally hurt right now.
15 sets. I mean, and I don't know when you got them. Did you get them February 10th-ish, maybe a little bit later? So
I don't even think so. What did I get first? I got Harry Potter and Animal Crossing back to back. And the thing is that I was I'm going to build Animal Crossing first, have all my content ready for that. And so that I did that. I got Animal Crossing all built and started filming. But then that's when they were like, hey, the Harry Potter embargo date is gone. You can just, so I was like, well, I haven't built any Harry Potter. So then I started going ham at building the Harry Potter sets. And then the Star Wars embargo had gone up, but I didn't even have the sets, and it was just chaotic.
So you built all the Harry Potter right now, or not yet?
All Harry Potter? I built that one, and I built 10 Lego sets in 2 days.
Wow. What was the favorite out of the Harry Potter? I'm assuming the talking hat?
I don't know. Now that I've been playing around with Hagrid's Hut so much, Hagrid's Hut is a highlight, and I thought it wasn't going to be because it's literally the 5th one. It's getting the Luke's land speeder treatment where there's 5 of them now. But
I'm notice that with Harry Potter that they actually are getting that Star Wars treatment as well. So it's a theme I'm kind of tipping out of.
I do think this one is the best one, this Hagrid's Hut.
I was impressed with the value of the car. I will say that. I think
oh my God, $15. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's just something that, before I knew I was going to get the Harry Potter waves for a review, I was definitely going to get the Ford Anglia set, for sure, and the talking sorting hat. Because, $15, that's really good value.
I mean, for me, who has a city, getting a car. Like, it seems like hand in hand. And for only $15, I feel like that's a great value. Better than the Speed
And
Champions
it's a flying
line.
car.
Now, it's a 6 wide as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm hoping it's not an 8 wide like a Speed Champions, because they don't really fit that well in a city.
No, it's definitely 6.
That's a perfect size. So, and I saw that they could sit side by side from your review, so that's perfect as well. So, yeah, we'll definitely probably grab that one for the city here. However, that might be the only Harry Potter one other than the Sorting Hat that I might get. So,
the Hagrid's hut, it's modular, so you could put it in a city.
I had a Hagrid's hut, and I actually sold it to a BAM store. And I'm just getting to the point where, like, I'm running out of it, and I have too many backlogs and everything as well. So
there's definitely a reason I don't even try to get a Lego city.
I think you had that extra room from what I saw in your stories where you dump all the boxes. That could become the city room. So just throwing that out there for you. And you could dump all those boxes under the table.
Hey, if you and your wife ever come visit, that's where you're staying. So I can't turn that into a city.
Gotcha. Okay. So, well, do you have, can my kids fit in there too? Or would it just be an adult trip there, I guess, down to Texas?
The kids could get a blow-up mattress or the living room upstairs.
Because they would want to see all the sets that are out there. So, I mean, you have a plethora of them. All right. So we also build on this. So I'm going to pull on the build cams as well. I'm working on, I don't know if you can see that, the mini stitch, and I don't know what you're building actually. You mentioned that you don't know.
I don't. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up where I can have this side by side and then like the YouTube tab open, so that way I can text if I need, or chat if I want to. Yeah, so I have 2 sets possibly to build, and I was going to see if people wanted to vote on it. I have the Tantivy hall scene and then the invisible hand. So
now the invisible hand is, I'm trying to figure out what that is from. Is everything from episode 4 or?
No, the invisible hand is from episode 3, right? Yeah,
I don't know. I'm the Star Wars #1 fan. I just don't know the pieces of everything. No.
So it's from episode 3, and it's in the beginning when they're trying to rescue Palpatine because he's been kidnapped by Grievous. Or is that episode 2?
And when we say episode 3, that's when we find out Anakin's the father. Spoiler alert.
What? Oh my god, you really need to recap your Star Wars lore. But yeah, so the invisible hand is General Grievous's ship.
Okay.
And it's the MIDI scale version. And this Tantive Hall scene is from episode 4. So that's where Vader in the beginning comes onto Leia's ship and he's like, "Where are the Death Star plans?"
So everybody in the chat, this is your time that you could vote, I guess, on which one. Can we call one of them 1 and one of them 2? Just to make it easier for me to understand which one they're talking about?
Yes, 1 is the invisible hand and 2 is Tantive Hall scene. It's Brandon Smith is like, she calls it the Tantivy Ivy because of the Roman numeral. Sounds like a word.
Now, I'm assuming that hallway, wasn't there supposed to be like a droid in there? Or is that a different Star Wars movie scene that I'm thinking of? Because I feel like I remember C-3PO. Is that his name, right?
C-3PO is in the scene eventually, but this specific set comes with a clone ARC Trooper 5s, which has nothing to do with episode 4, but they just threw in a Clone Wars ARC Trooper.
So every set has an exclusive, I guess, 25th anniversary minifig with it.
No, only this one and R2-D2.
Oh, I thought they all came with like a plated minifig, and that was like the draw of, like, you know how Star Wars fans get, where they love to collect collectible minifigs.
No.
But that's not too bad then. It's only the 2.
Yeah, Lego just decided to make it super confusing, and they were like, the MIDI scale ships will have no minifigures, but they'll have a nice 25 anniversary brick.
Okay.
And then the R2-D2 and the hall scene are going to have an exclusive minifigure completely unrelated to the set at all.
Now, I was waiting for
I don't know.
the 25th to, I guess, everything to pop off on May, but I'm assuming May is going to be its own thing then because they never miss
May's
a
gonna be
May the 5th.
exactly. May's
4th.
gonna be its
May
own
the 4th,
thing.
excuse
I'm
me.
also excited for whatever they come up with on May. I'm starting to notice a trend with Lego. As you know, I'm super new to Lego, right? Like January and March and May, like the odd number months are big drops, right? It's insane.
So I've never seen a Star Wars drop. This is the first time I'm seeing one in March. Because normally,
really? Yeah.
I feel like normally it comes out in May and then sometimes even in August that they come out with like a second drop of Star Wars. And let me know in the chat if I'm wrong, because again, this is not a theme that I tend to buy too often. So, but I feel like I've always seen May and then into August with it. So
September this past year had all those Ahsoka sets. I remember. What's the best way to show this? I don't know. Can you tally up what's? I don't even know what's happening in the chat anymore.
well, I'm looking at, it looks like a lot of 2s. So it looks like whichever one you said was 2 is the one that people would like
A
you
lot
to
of
build.
Tantive hall sets, I think. Hall scene. I am seeing a lot of hall scenes too.
And I forget what the numbers were, to be honest. So I forget which one was 1 and which one was 2. It's probably good that I decided to pick numbers for you to remember with that.
Yes, that is. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Tantive hall scene.
I like it. That one has a lot of minifigs, so we'll be able to see some of the differences between them on here.
It does. It has 6 of them.
I thought it only had 5. The 6th one was the exclusive one, we'll say, from that set, correct?
No, it has 6. No, it has 6, and then the 7th one is the exclusive one.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So what is the
kind of a
retail
lot.
cost of that?
I don't know. I never check what the price of them are until I'm ready to do the review.
Okay. Fair.
And that's usually what, because usually I build a Lego set and I'm like, oh my God, this was so much fun. And then I start putting up my points, like all the positive stuff. And then I'll see the price and be like, whoa, that's way overpriced. Or I'll be like, okay, this is a good value. I'm very...
Can I ask, as like a person that'll buy a set, like, what set have you built that you've received, we'll say, in the past 6 months that you enjoyed building, but as a person buying it, you might not have bought it? If I phrase that question.
Yeah, definitely, probably the UCS Venator. So I'm personally not a person who buys UCS sets because they take up a lot of space, and my shelves are more for like smaller collectibles. So the UCS Venator, it's a beautiful build, but man, that price tag on it is insane. And I'm looking that way because that's where it is. Oh, here, I should put something interesting on the build table so people can see. Yeah,
well,
so the UCS
I can
Venator,
remove the build table if you need to for a second. If you want to get whatever set up in there. So, well, I'll pop yours on the mini screen and I'll put my build cam so people could see my interesting handwork right now on this.
oh my God, look at you knolling.
Listen, if I'm going to have Jean on from Jeansversion, hopefully I said that right this time, I had to do it in your style. So, and to be honest, I feel like when I've been doing these live streams, I have been actually nulling, we'll say is the term, right? Nulling?
Yes.
Okay. So I have been doing that because I feel like as you're building, it is easier on a live stream to have some type of organization with it, because then I can kind of concentrate and think and actually articulate some of my words better than kind of stumbling and fumbling around. So
yeah, it's also kind of nice to, like, if you're just talking alone on a live stream, it's nice to just be organizing instead of having to focus on an instruction. Oh my God, is this a dark red?
Should I pull up on your screen so I could see what this is?
Oh yeah, maybe. This looks weird, right? This is dark red.
Looks like an orangish tint, but maybe it's a red.
Oh wait, sorry,
I
dark
can't tell
orange.
from
Yeah,
the lighting. Okay, dark orange. Okay.
Because
It
this
kind
is
of,
red
yeah, it
next
does
to
look
it.
like that.
Do I have something
That's
orange
definitely dark
nearby?
orange with that, and that's not too frequent of a color.
Yeah, so it's like super
Especially,
brand
what is that?
new.
Is that a 1x8?
It is.
Okay,
Okay, 1,
very
2,
nice.
3, 4, 5, 6,
So I
7, 8.
know that's very surprising to see not gray
I know. Well,
with
because
the
these
color
are.
set. So
I'm
I'm
assuming
assuming
these
those are
pieces.
interior that they're hidden.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. So I'm really surprised they're doing like one of the brand new colors as just interior. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes.
Well, I'm assuming there's a pink 1x4 or some pink brick somewhere,
Why?
because every Star Wars set, I thought Star Wars was the theme that one of the designer's wife said that if you can get a pink brick in it, then you get a birthday cake.
Oh, well,
So
there
it's
is
like
one pink.
they always try to sneak a pink like brick somewhere in there, I thought.
No bricks so far, but there is this plate. So
Okay, well, it's pink, so maybe they're counting that. I don't know.
maybe they are. I didn't even know that, so I want to look up that fact. There's so many
That
Star Wars Easter egg things that I like Lego that I don't know about that I discover almost.
I mean, you're
like,
coming to the right person who knows all the Star Wars facts. So I
of
mean,
course, of course.
I know that part at least, and I'm pretty sure it's a 1x4 brick or a 2x4 brick that they did, but it might just be a pink brick. And again, people in the chat, I know there's bigger Star Wars fans, not number ones out there, but there are bigger Star Wars fans in the chat, so they might know the history or the story of that pink brick.
Yeah, if anybody knows, drop the knowledge. Wait, where's the top? Okay. That fact was from LegoCon 2022. It's a 2x2 brick. Hello, husband.
So it's a
Oh my god, my
2x2
husband.
pink brick. Okay.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Enoki's really good.
Thank you. Should I eat on stream? Oh, it's okay. You have me on the tiny screen,
Yeah,
right? So
you
nobody's
can
gonna see me.
totally eat on stream. Man, listen, there's no rules on this. It's just a
I
build and
haven't-
chat. It's real life. So,
Did you even have dinner already?
oh yeah, we're at 8:30 my time,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think.
and because of my kids, we eat like very early. We're like 5 o'clockers, I guess, for dinner. However, my son had a Lego STEM class tonight, and that starts at 5. So I end up having to make their dinner, I guess, a little bit before 5 on Thursdays. So
I used to when I used to work in an office. I was definitely like a 5:30 dinner eater, and then when the pandemic happened, my husband and I started like sleeping super late for a while, and it was like super disruptive to our schedules. We're kind of going back to normal now, but then these days it's Thursday today. He does sand volleyball, and he doesn't get home until like 6:30.
You two both sound pretty healthy in terms of like the lifestyle that you guys do. So like I'm trying to do eating within like a 6-hour window right now. I don't know if that's something you guys do, that you'll wake up late and only eat within certain time frames.
Yeah, like intermittent fasting. We did that once upon a time. Sometimes when I had Invisalign on, like the braces, I had to do that just because you had to brush your teeth after every time you ate, and that was annoying. So I just did intermittent fasting.
So I lucked out. So I don't know the issues with having that. I know my wife had to deal with stuff with that. So
yeah, oh my god, braces are so annoying. But I like my teeth now, so Emily's like, eat away, yay. What did veteran Lego dad ask? Hey Roger. He brought me salmon with gnocchi, like lemon flavored gnocchi. Which sounds really fancy, but
is it gnocchi?
Gnocchi, not
gnocchi? Is it?
Yeah.
It depends if you're Italian or not, how it's said. It's like if you have a Porsche, you know, it's called a Porsche and not a Porsche.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, this sounds like super fancy, but our grocery store has like these pre-packed meals, and like the salmon is raw. and you just stick it in the oven for however many minutes it says. So it's kind of fresh, but it's
So on the cooking, I mean, it sounds like your husband made this for you tonight. Is he a cooks prepackaged type of deal, or do you guys like to cook?
we prefer to eat fresh, but it's nice to have these fresh-ish meals like for his volleyball nights and stuff. But for the most part, my husband's the cook. I'm not really the cook. I can cook, but I don't cook.
Okay. So my neighbor's in here, and he's asking, what is a Lego ambassador? So I'm going to let you be able to answer that.
I thought you meant your neighbor was in the room with you, and I was like, what?
Oh, no. He's in the chat. What's going on,
Yeah,
Brad?
okay, so that's Charmed Crone. Is that Charmed Crone?
It is Brad.
Oh, Brad.
Yes.
So what is a Lego ambassador? A lot of brands will have brand ambassadors, and I'm actually a brand ambassador for a few other ones. A Lego ambassador is just one of the ones that benefits my channel the most, I guess, because I create Lego content now as well. And it just means that you get free product in exchange for content. So I don't get paid, but I do get sent Lego sets for review. And Lego specifically, on top of making content in the form of a review, you have to submit a report on the content that you make. So once I make the content, I think like at the 10-day mark, I need to take a screenshot of my insights. Like, so how much reach did I get? What was the feedback that I got? And then I have 30 days to submit a report on that. And if you don't submit your reports on it, you get like dinged, and you might not get Lego review offers in the future.
I was not aware of that you actually had to send the insights and everything. So primarily for you, are you considered Instagram as your main platform for Lego, or do they make you do it for all your channels then?
Yeah, so Instagram is my main platform, but if I do make content on it on other channels, I can submit that as like an attachment to the main report.
Now, do they judge, I guess, people by their insights, that if they're not getting a lot of views, then will that get them maybe down the line not in the land group, or would they still be in it and it's just they just want to see this?
I can't even answer that really.
Okay.
Because I've had reviewed posts of mine just do terribly, and I don't know, I still get review offers, so.
Well, I mean, hopefully you didn't take your Christmas tree down, because you could just always do a real quick shot in front of the Christmas tree and you should be good to go.
I did have to take the Christmas tree down. After a while it starts getting super dusty and like.
Now, are you a fake tree as well, or?
I'm a fake tree because real pine trees make me itchy.
Okay. I never grew up with Christmas growing up.
To them.
And I don't want to have that Chevy Chase, like going to cut a tree down. So we don't do, that. We get a fake tree in my house as well.
Yeah, we've always had a fake tree growing up too. It's just like, I'll be honest, I don't even know if where I grew up, if they had like a Christmas tree farm, like a tent kind of thing.
Okay.
Because we just never did it.
So we have, I guess in my state, we have places that set up in parking lots with the trees. And then we do have like farms around that you can go and,
oh my God, well, you're from Pennsylvania, right? Isn't Taylor Swift from Pennsylvania?
I believe we're like neighbors. Yeah. We're best friends.
I should know that. I'm like the Swiftie, but I'm pretty sure she's from Pennsylvania. It's just weird because she moved to Nashville.
She was from Pennsylvania and then moved. But, more importantly, Jason Kelsey is in Pennsylvania. So, I mean, he's blowing up.
Yes. Isn't he retiring?
We're unsure of that. I'm assuming he is retiring, but
I knew nothing about football before like this past year because of Taylor Swift.
I mean, I can appreciate the fact that like all these Swifties got into football, and The only thing that I didn't like is like the amount of times that people were shown on camera. Like there's been other celebrities, but I guess that's Taylor Swift for you because she's a pretty popular star.
She's a worldwide phenomenon. Oh my God, Sarah's here.
Eminem has been to Detroit games, but he doesn't get put on camera as much as Taylor does. So
I love whoever. Oops, I just messed up my knolling. I love whatever celebrity was at some football game, and they just put up a sign that was like not Taylor Swift.
I remember saying that. That was funny.
Who was that? That wasn't Frodo? Somebody in the chat will remember. Oh my God, Aubrey. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking about. In my heart, there's a Christmas tree farm. It's literally a Taylor Swift lyric. She grew up on a Christmas tree farm. And
I think Let's Build Forever is actually closer to Taylor than I am, like where Taylor grew up.
See, there's Roger. He's
right, Sarah?
The celebrity. Lance Bass was the one who had the...
That's right. Okay.
Which is, it's precious. When I was little, Lance Bass was my NSYNC favorite.
I mean, who didn't love a good, and when they came out in Trolls with the reunion, I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if I should get into so much pop culture because it's like I hear about this, but I mean, I'm not sure how things are going down with them with everything that came out with Britney Spears too. So
I don't know. I saw that she apologized or said, yeah, I don't know. I keep up with some pop culture, but.
Well, my wife loves that stuff, so.
Yeah. Do you watch reality TV with your wife?
I love trash TV. I love watching reality TV. I'm not even going to lie. I think she really did convert me into watching it. And I like tonight we got Summer House is coming back. I'm embarrassed to say that, but I like Jersey Shore. That's another one I like. I used to call it the boat show, but it's Below Deck. That's one of my favorites. Just to like watch something with my wife, we watch Vanderpump. I mean, so yeah, I go through all these trash reality shows. Love is Blind. I don't know if you watch that on Netflix, but they just came out.
I don't. I have heard a lot about it.
Married at First Sight. Yeah, I don't watch shows really, and this is probably why I don't have time to watch like all the Star Wars stuff and the series because I'm watching this trash TV. But this is like my bonding with my wife. So yeah, Brian knows Below Deck is awesome. That was one of my
Below Deck about?
So Below Deck is about a group of yachties that work on the boat. They work on these big yachts, and it's like a crew of like 4 deckhands, so 4 people that like wash the boats, put the play toys out, like the slides, set all that up. Then you have the interior stews that are, serving, and they bring on like the like people that are the rich people. They're like secondhand on the show. Like you see them serving these people that come on to the boats there. So it's basically the behind the scenes of like the life of the people serving the rich people. But it's a great show.
Working for rich people. That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's a good show because it's like you'll see like the behind the scenes of it. You see them like going out, like how they get to live on this boat. I mean, you see their captain, like somebody's saying Captain Sandy. Captain Lee was a big one. But I love seeing just how the interactions are with everybody. And they have a chef on there that's always crazy. So, I mean, it's fun. It's just like seeing regular people working with the one.
Yeah, the thing about reality TV, and I don't know why this topic has come up a lot for me recently, but I have a hard time with any reality TV, whether it's like I wouldn't say reality TV, but anything that's nonfiction, I have a hard time watching it. So documentaries, anything of that sort, which my husband is really into. So a lot of the times he'll be watching, he doesn't do reality TV, but he does documentaries. I'll watch stuff like that in the background, but I can't watch it for myself.
That like true crime stuff, like serial killers, things like that, because my wife loves that stuff and I can't get into that. And I'm always thinking something's going to happen. Like she just made me get life insurance and She watches all these shows, so
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't like even like Lego Masters is the most that I will watch, and even that like Emily, if you're still in the chat, don't kill me. I have not finished season 4. I do know what happens because people post about things, but I haven't gotten through season 4. I did finally finish season 3, but I just don't know what it is. I can't get into it. It all does sound interesting, so that's why I do ask people. They'll tell me about documentaries. They'll tell me about like Below Deck actually does sound really interesting, but I can't get myself to watch.
I'm more of a fan of like Love is Blind, like on Netflix. Like I really recommend you should watch
That
that.
sounds really fun. But I don't know. I can't.
Like the premise of that is these people go into these like secluded rooms. You're in like a pod essentially by yourself. You talk to a wall and you're talking to somebody on the other side without seeing what they look like. And if you really like the person, you end up proposing to them without ever seeing them. And then if the other person says yes, then the first time you see each other is like they have sliding doors, and that's your first interaction actually seeing the person. And then they make you live together, go on a honeymoon, kind of a pre-honeymoon, and you live with them, and then you have a decision day, like, do you want to stay with this person and get married? So it's fun.
Sounds batshit crazy.
It is, and I'm always like, if I was younger and not married, like that would probably be one of the shows I would have done, because I think I'm a lot.
It does sound fun.
It's like people are putting themselves out there, like, because all you can go on is like what you say. So,
yeah.
For me, like that would be great. I wouldn't have to put my face in front of somebody and they can actually get to know me before anything went down. So
it does sound fun. Like I said, it sounds fun to watch. Usually if a new season drops and I see people's stories and they'll be like, oh my God, Jenny. And it's like they start talking and ranting about it. I'll literally go and Google like what these characters are about and see the drama, because like obviously I don't watch the show, but like that's how interested I am, but I just can't actually sit down and like invest my time to it.
So for Below Deck, I would say just watch a couple episodes, just the like first couple. You don't even have to watch beyond that, and just see like how the heck are these people even getting to a point where they propose to each other. So
oh, you mean Love is Blind?
For Love is Blind, yes.
Yeah, that does sound like super bizarre to me.
It's essentially Married at First Sight without, like, you at least get to talk to the person, and you're going on like 20 dates with people that you don't see any of them, and then you start narrowing it down. So yeah, it's like Married at First Sight, but I think it's better because people actually learn to like people before they actually see them. So
yeah.
And yeah, that's my trash stuff. So what would be your TV shows, I should say, then?
Anything new that comes out that's like superhero-y or Star Wars-y. So like The Bad Batch just came out. I will say my husband and I don't have like very, how some couples are very much like, you can't watch this without me.
Yes.
So we can't do that with the superhero stuff or the Star Wars stuff, especially because I'm on social media. Like I'll get spoiled right away. So I'll watch it sometimes like just super casually in the background and then rewatch it again with him because I'm a rewatcher more than I am a new.
Do you have
watcher.
A show then that you're not allowed to watch, that it's like it's both of you get to watch together?
I don't think there is. I think most of the time we either like, even when I tell him like, look, I'm watching this without you at 7 a.m, he hates mornings, but he'll get up and just so he can like also watch it. So, but like none of us get offended. I will say there was a time when like last year I was going to all these Lego conventions. I came back one time and he had already watched, I think I told you, he had watched like 2 seasons of Suits. And I was like, I told you I wanted to watch Suits. And
so
then,
good too.
Yeah. And then I ended up catching up to him in the middle of building the Venator. Actually, I caught up to him and then we watched a few episodes together before he ended up giving up on the show. And he was like, you can just watch the rest without me. Cause he tends to get tired of shows when they get too long.
So my wife will be watching a show, and we'll try to start shows together, which, I love that. But the problem is she works from home, so she'll sometimes just start putting it on in the background while she's working and end up
Uh-huh.
finishing it. And me, like, I'm up odd hours. Like, my wife will fall asleep, earlier than me, or I go to sleep way earlier than her, but I'll wake up maybe at like 1 in the morning, and then I'm gonna start binge watching whatever the show was. So um, we try to start most things together. We end up not finishing it together, however.
Yeah. There was a time though, like once upon a time when, yeah, we would never watch like Game of Thrones without each other and stuff like that. But I don't know. After it's been 10 years, like you
Right.
can't just rely on somebody for that long. Like it's just like, hey, especially because I am more of a binge watcher than he is. I could sit for hours, whereas he'll be like, I have to go work out, blah, 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 like because he's I don't know, super buff.
Well, we have, it sounds like, almost similar timelines with our significant others. So I'm, I think, 12 years married now. I probably should know the exact, but yeah, we have, sounds like similar. You were 2013 that you got married?
Well, you say you're 12 years married. We're only married.
I'm 2011. I at least know that, the year.
We got married in 2016
Okay.
and we met in 2014.
Let's see, you knew it was pretty quick then, from when you guys met. Or I guess that's,
Kind of.
I don't know.
Well,
if
we
that's,
also met, how old was I? Well, I guess I don't really talk about my age. But I was in my mid 20s when we met. And now I'm in my mid 30s. Like he's almost 40.
and I'll be 40 in a month. So I can appreciate
What's the floor?
that. I love the floor.
What is that? See, that's the thing that catches me is the name.
That's a
And when people
Netflix
explain
one, if
why it
I'm not
has that
mistaken,
name.
right? The floor. And we got a couple people with that. So Emily, Roger,
I know.
with that. That's a game show.
A game show.
Is it on Netflix or is that on NBC? With that,
I
it's
do
kind of
love
like
Rob
they
Lowe.
narrow it down with I'm not even gonna say it. So
What?
is that where you have to agree like with the people on the floor? With the trivia?
On the floor to what?
It's on Fox. Okay. Well, we know
Can't
it's
choose
trivia.
that.
It's on Fox. People like that. Okay, you get one chance and you're out. It's trivia with Rob Lowe. Okay. Well, I liked watching Squid Games on Netflix. The challenge that they just had, where it was like a reality Squid Games version.
Yeah, I never got into Squid Games either. The reality one or the show one.
And this is
The
why
chat? You have a really active chat.
I love that. I think you have an active chat when you're on YouTube, and you just don't have the chat up in the screen. And I think having it I love that you can see the chat and everybody in the chat can actually see it without having to see it and watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish I could do that. If you're a Twitch affiliate, you can't have the chat, the multi-stream chat on screen.
Okay, but you on YouTube, do you do Twitch on your YouTube, or what do you use for YouTube then?
Yeah, so whenever I stream to YouTube, I'm also streaming to Twitch, and I use Streamlabs to stream to both. But the only reason
you should
Twitch
look into
allowed me
you
to
should look
do-
into Restream then, because you can use Twitch on Restream as well.
Well, no, it's basically I can have the chat on screen with Streamlabs, but Twitch doesn't let me as part of being a Twitch affiliate. Otherwise, they
Gotcha,
can kick
okay.
me off the Twitch affiliate
Okay.
program. So then I won't be able to get paid. Yeah.
So, and we understand that that's what you're doing now. So, don't lose that stream. I should
Yeah.
say. Oh, so I was going to ask you, and I normally ask this in the very beginning, but somehow we sidetracked, which is okay. But I was going to say, what are some of your Lego goals for this year? Obviously, we know that you're, an ambassador. You do a lot of posting on a lot of different social medias, but do you have any specific goals when it comes to Lego this year?
That is such a good question. When I started the year, I hadn't started monetizing on YouTube yet. And that was kind of my main goals. I was just like, go hard on the YouTube videos. But then like literally the first 3 or 4 videos I posted on YouTube in January got me to that monetization goal. So then I was like, okay, cool. I don't know. I guess Lego goals. I do have some mocks I still need to build for the year. Like I really want to build a chopper Lego, like a buildable chopper.
That's like an
droid,
R2D2, right? It's like a version of that.
Yeah, he's basically an astromech. He's an astromech, but he doesn't have like a round dome. He has more like the top of a Coke can type of dome.
Okay.
And I have a small one, and he's like a very good shelf size. I basically want to redo him. And I wanted to have him ready for Atlanta BrickCon, but like that did not work out. I did not prioritize my time correctly. So hopefully I'll have him ready by Brickworld Chicago.
Brickworld, okay. And will you be at Brick
So that's
Fair
like a Lego
this year?
goal. I don't think I'll be at Brick Fair.
Okay, all right. Well, that's understandable.
Unless
with all the places that you're
my
going to be at.
financial situation changes. Yeah, exactly. Like unless I start making more money somehow and throughout the year, I'm not going to do that.
Well,
But I wish.
you'll
I
miss out
love
on
Brick
seeing
Fair.
me, so I will be at Brick Fair because that's like my
Well, you
hometown.
said you were
just
going
like-
to Brickworld.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Brickworld. So, but we're going to
Okay,
be different days with that. So, I mean, I know you'll be with a lot of the creator crowd. So, I'll see
You're
you. though.
literally a creator.
I don't know if I'm like in the creator space like you guys. I'm dabbling.
You
into
are a
it.
creator. You've
I'm
been
dabbling.
a creator as long as you've been a creator since I've known about you.
I'm a creator.
Wait. So
I'm a creator.
what days are you going to be at Brickworld?
So for Brickworld, I'm coming in Thursday, and I should be there by noonish, I guess, Chicago time. And then I'm leaving Sunday morning. So, because of that, 7 Deadly Streamers, I won't be displaying anything because you have to stay, I think, till Sunday to be able to
So I'll see you.
display.
I wasn't able to get Wednesday, so I think I'm just gonna go Thursday also through Sunday. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll see you.
Awesome. Okay. I thought you were going to be there Wednesday to the Saturday. So
I know, but
wasn't
then I couldn't
anticipating
get
seeing you those
Wednesday.
extra days there. All right. So that's cool. Hopefully we will get to see each other. We'll grab a picture or something in, the chaos. And everybody
Oh my God,
make sure to
Shy.
ask for a picture with Jean. She does love that. So
Shy is like, who's coming in on Tuesday? That's crazy. But also, I think I was talking to Tech during London Calling last week. I think he's going in Tuesday, so Tech will be there.
So I'm surprised a lot of the people from UK that are coming into this, and that's what I love
I
about
know.
Brickworld. It's like everybody really wants to come to that, whether you're from, I guess UK. I think some people. I'm not sure if there's anybody from Spain that I heard that was maybe coming. But I mean, it's.
Emily says that I can crash in her room Wednesday. I'll think about it because I was like, man, Wednesday would be fun, and it would save me money on a hotel room. But yes, Tiago's coming. Greg is gonna be there, and Sam Smith will also be there, and who else?
I know a lot of Canadians will
London
be
is
there.
coming?
I heard possibly 2 Foles might try to make it there, but
Oh my God,
it's not
that's true. I'm
100%,
trying to
but
convince them.
I told
Yeah.
Dan I would need a big hug from him, if I see him. So, and I'll make sure to bring some hot dogs
Yeah.
there, if he's there. Him and Jody can get all the hot dogs. So, and it looks like
Yeah,
there's a lot of
so
people in the
I'm
chat
excited.
that'll be at Brickworld this year. So that's really cool to see. So I'm excited for
Yeah.
that. All right, and then another question: what are you looking to get out of your account? Obviously, we know you're trying to grow it, but what's like the goal for this year by the end of the year? What do you want to get out of the account? Do you want to build a bigger community? I mean, you have a pretty big community as I'm looking at your accounts. I mean, you have over 100,000 between everything. So,
I don't know, like if you see, well, so you and I talk about Instagram a bit. Like my growth there has been a little stagnant, and it's kind of on purpose because I'm just not focusing my efforts there right now.
Well,
I
Instagram
don't
doesn't
really have any.
really help with getting paid, I feel like. So,
Yeah, they don't pay. So, but the thing about Instagram is that they do, like, brands will look at you on Instagram to yeah, brands will look at your Instagram following to be like, what is her audience? Because Instagram is like, wait, what is happening? Okay. There's movement in the first like 20 steps, and I'm like, why are you making this so complicated?
we're going to show that screen so we can see everybody, you know, getting crazy with the builds there. All right, so it looks like you have a place to stay Wednesday. You have some other people from Lego Masters that would be there, but I think you would fit in with them, so that would be fine. Aubrey's stating that the hotel is completely sold out. So
Yeah, they are.
That's really crazy to see.
I might get a room, like the Embassy Suites is super close by, and I
Okay.
usually have points for Embassy Suites.
I would
So-
I would volunteer people that they could stay with me, but I'm only gonna have one bed, and it's probably not a good idea for anybody to stay with me. So we'll just leave it at that.
I will never share a room with a man on a trip like this.
I would also never share a room with a man on a trip like this either, or a woman, for that matter. So yeah, we don't prefer that. So normally when I do like Brick Fair, I go with my son. So that's its own thing. Utah, I stayed with Ben and Cody, and Brick World, this is my first convention where I'm going to have my own room and have some space to kind of, if I need to break, take my break. So
Yeah, that's the thing about Brick World. It's so busy. You need to be able to have time to just get away from people. Like at least see that's what I learned really early on, for sure.
So
But
you
yeah.
want to, I mean, you've seen me at a convention. Like I feel like I'm an introvert extrovert. Like when I'm there, like I like to walk around, but I don't like to like get in depth conversation. And if I do get in like a conversation, I'm kind of quick with the conversation in my eyes, and then like I'll move on. Like I don't want people to feel like I'm like hovering them when I'm at these things.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm a total introvert. Like I'm a good social person. I'm social. I'm nice, but I am definitely an introvert. So I need like the time to recharge.
Well, I think at conventions you get a lot more people talking to you. So I think you do a great job from how you handle yourself at conventions. I don't know if I would be able to be the way you are if I was getting, you know, as much attention, I guess, at a convention. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, like the talking definitely, I don't know, man. The other thing is like just trying to go to the bathroom. It takes so long. I'm just like, I'm trying to go to the bathroom, but then like someone will see you and be like, oh my God, like, you know, want to chat. And it's like, wait, but I was going that way. And then like,
I am open about that. Like I tell people like, hey, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll catch you.
Oh, definitely. They'll start like walking me the other way. And I'm like, no. I needed the toilet. So going that way.
Well, the good part is, I guess, now that I'll be in the hotel that has the, you know, my hotel room with the convention, I can just walk right upstairs. Like, and
that's usually what I tend to do is that I'm just going to go back to my room.
So.
Yeah. Freshen up. It's really nice to get to like freshen up and stuff like that.
All right. So I'm going to pull in a segment here. I'm going to play a video just because I'm like getting excited with my videos that I have here right now. So we're going to do another segment right now. And this one's real quick. So,
okay.
All right, so this is question.
Oh my God, I forgot about the question. questions.
Yeah, this is Question Graham. I'm going to just hit you with a couple of the questions from some of the people in here. So, Better on Lego Dad, because he's in here, I'm going to start with his. And his question is, what has been the most surprising thing to come out of Lego for you?
Oh my God, are you like being a Lego ambassador? I think.
Okay, that's fair.
That's I just never ever in my life, like, so when I first became friends with Emily Emasaurus, because she's local here, I knew that she was a Lego ambassador, right? And she would tell, like, occasionally mention and bring it up, and I asked her, like, what does that mean? And then she told me, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I think initially I was like, should I apply for that? But at the time I had just started building Lego, a couple of months. And then she was just like, yeah, if you think, that it would be a good fit for you, the program. And then she did tell me, she was very realistic. Like, the chances of getting in are always like really low. Everybody wants to be a Lego ambassador because obviously it's cool to get free Lego sets and stuff, but it really is like a little stressful. But I feel like from her telling me that, I was like, oh, okay, I don't ever want to do that.
So I wanted to do a video. I wanted to do a reel because you got Brady down there, right? That's an ambassador. Yeah. You, Emily. So I was gonna do it was gonna caption like, I want to be a Lego ambassador, but I don't think I will. And it's to the Beyonce song, because this ain't Texas. And I look at the screen and say, this ain't Texas. And then I would throw like the three of you guys up there, because, there's only 90 people, but 3 just happen to be from Texas. So I thought it would have been funny doing that.
It is kind of funny because that is one thing that Emily said. She's like, they'll check, like, what they want to see is like, how unique are you against other people who are already in the land? Plus also like they'll take into account regional. But I was like, do they really? Because they accepted me and
I don't think they do.
At the same time.
All right. Next.
Yeah, it was not on my radar.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was never on my radar, and I definitely never thought like a big company like Lego would ever accept me into the Lego Ambassador Network.
Now, can I ask a side question of that? Like, can you be an ambassador for another company? I guess you can, right? Because you're with, is it Box Lunch or is it Lunchbox?
Yeah, I'm in the Box Lunch Closet, the Box Lunch Collective, and it's like the same thing, free product and for content. And then there's this t-shirt company, Imperial Merch Co. They're a lot smaller, but I'm a brand ambassador for them. And
so you're not limited by just being with Lego. So, okay. So for anybody that wants to be a Lego ambassador out there, it's not like you're limited to just Lego for that. Next question I got is, what Lego set and minifigure, and I say minifigure wrong because I got a thick Northeast accent, so don't yell at me, everybody that rewatches this or is watching now, is your favorite. So what is your favorite Lego set and minifigure?
Oh man, I always have a hard time answering anything that's favorites. Like, what is my favorite Lego set?
Well, let me rephrase the question then into something that's not from Instagram, but this is one of my questions, and we can phase it into that. If I say Lego, what's the first set you think of?
A ship, like a Star Wars ship. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Actually, like the AT-AT.
Okay. And you have the AT-AT, correct? Because that, I know you said earlier that you don't like to do too many UCS, but I know you have that one.
I do not have the UCS AT-AT. I have the Play Scale.
Okay.
But I do think of the UCS one, but I don't have it. I don't know. It's just so much gray.
Yeah, and it's pretty repetitive with the legs, a lot of gray. It looks like a robot to me, like a robot dog, but I guess it is a robot, so makes sense. That's what I call it. I come up with names of what I think everything is, based off what I think it looks like. It's easier to remember. Yeah. It's kind of like how people will come up with parts, like how they call some parts based off of what they think it looks like. So, and we'll transition into that question that I'm going to ask as well. What is your favorite Lego part?
I think the 1x2 masonry brick. It's just so pretty.
All right, we're on the same level with that.
1x2 masonry brick in sand green. I think it's beautiful.
Okay, very nice color. Greengrocer style. I like it. I actually ended up getting a lot of them from a pad wall at a Discovery Center, surprisingly. So I was really happy with that.
That's amazing.
You never find them at Lego with that. All right, what is your rarest minifig?
I think it's my Zeb from Rebels.
That's the one that looks like an elephant, right? It's blue.
Does he look like an elephant?
It's blue, right?
No,
And it's got the long nose.
Oh, you're
that
thinking
not-
of Max. Oh, wait.
That's
I
not
actually
Zeb?
have a new. Well, no, that's Max Rebo. Zeb is the purple guy, but also I have the Rancor now, but
Okay.
he's technically a big pig.
That's the one with the
like-
nails that comes with it, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Uh-huh.
I know all this stuff. We'll call that one nails.
Does that count as a minifig?
Yeah,
Is it
no,
big?
that's definitely in the minifig world. I mean, if you were to
Yeah,
buy it,
so
it
that's
would
my
be
most
in
rare
minifig.
one.
Okay, I like
I
it.
just got that one. Yeah. Oops.
Now, this is a question from 2Gay Foles. I don't know what the answers would be because I have no clue what the stuff is that he's even asking, but we're going to ask it. Which Star Wars planet would you like to live on?
I would like to live on Naboo.
Okay. That's the one that is,
I think people.
what's her name? That's from 1, 2, and 3. The Queen, right?
Yeah,
See,
that's
look
where
at
she's
me.
from.
I know my planets.
You know Star Wars things.
I do. Number one fan. How could I not? And then what color would your lightsaber be?
Yellow.
Okay. Is there anybody with a yellow lightsaber? Not in the first 6. I know that.
No. There is some. So the Jedi Temple guards have yellow lightsabers.
Okay.
That's not from any movies. Yeah.
All right. Then we got somebody wants to know, how many different coffee cups do you have?
Oh my god. Okay, so actually, I don't know the answer, but recently, that's another thing that I feel like recently I'm getting asked a lot, and I don't know, and I'm scared of checking because my husband's really like, you're overdoing it with the coffee cups, and I don't want to check because then I would prove him right. You know.
I think we need a tally. I mean, I think the fans of yours are owed that with all the morning coffee that you do.
There's definitely at least 30 mugs, at least 30.
I feel like you're underestimating the amount of mugs you have if you're only saying 30. That's like me saying I only have like 30 Lego sets.
I don't know. I tried to do this challenge one time where I was like, oh yeah, 1 mug for 30 days. And I definitely did not at the time have 30 Star Wars mugs, but I had at least 30 mugs, like including Marvel and other things. So
how often would you say you would buy a mug? Are you once a month you get a new mug?
Well, so I'm also super picky about the mugs I buy because my husband like limits me. But yeah, like once a month.
Do you get rid of mugs?
I do also get rid of mugs. Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you sell them on your site? Like, because people might want a Jean mug. A used
cup
mug.
I drank out of. I have sold them before. If they're like fandom coffee mugs, they sell pretty much back for what I like paid for them usually.
So it's like Lego.
And the rest I'll just... What?
It's like Lego. Like once it retires, like in fandom, like it'll still sell at least for what you bought it.
Yeah, and then what am I missing here? Oh, yeah, and then if it's something else like just a Target mug, I'll just donate it.
All right, so here's the next question. They had to write it in 2 question boxes. So
oh my god.
It's a statement into a question. So, and you'll be the perfect person to answer this. So I won't say the account because I don't know if they want me to or not, but it's, I teach and have a group of girls that love Lego, are funny and have great chemistry, but are scared to try reviews. Parentheses, I think they would kill it. Any words you might have about, I guess, trying it cut out there, about them trying to, I guess, do reviews.
Wait, so they have classmates or students or what was that?
I guess he teaches and has a group of girls that love Lego. So maybe it's a class.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, do they even like to do Lego reviews? Like, for example, Emily Emasaurus, like, she doesn't really like doing Lego reviews, and it's part of the reason why now Ross does them on his other channel.
Okay.
It's just like, do you want to do reviews? Because I think eventually I would like to phase out of doing a traditional review and doing something more fun. Like, I know somebody who, when they get a Lego set, like they post Lego set and their thoughts on it, and then they remock it into something else. His name is Faraway Bricks. He's super lovely.
Is he an ambassador?
So yeah, doing something like that. He is a Lego ambassador. I think
Okay.
he got on at the same time as me, and I didn't even know who he was until I met him at Brickcr8tor, Virginia. Super cool guy, but yeah, I don't know. Lego reviews are hard. Like, what's gonna make you stand out against other people that are already out there? Just like, yeah, I don't really have any advice. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Somebody asked,
Sorry,
out of the
teacher man.
25th Lego Star Wars line, which set is your favorite? But unfortunately, you haven't built them all, so I don't know if we can even answer that one.
Yeah, I will say so far, I mean, I haven't built a lot of this. I don't really like sets like the one I'm building.
So the
haven't built the Invisible
mid-scale
Man.
displays, or that one that you're building right
Yeah,
now?
like I
think
wish-
it's a playability one.
I wish
more
it had
so?
just been I wish it had just been a diorama, but like from the Millennium Falcon and the Tantive, for example, I really like the Millennium Falcon more. So I can at least say that.
Okay. Somebody wanted to know, what is the process to becoming a Lego ambassador? I feel like you kind of answered that through the night, so we can skip.
Yeah,
that
you
one.
just need to have an online community and then submit your application.
Online, everybody, if you're wondering. So, and then also, just real quick tidbit for people that are in the chat, there's a pinned comment. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, feel free to reply in that, and all you got to do is just add your Instagram username. So real simple to get a part of that. That was just a side note. Somebody wanted to know, is LAN headquarters in Austin? And we did talk about that. So we'll just leave that as that. Somebody wanted to know, how much did you spend on Lego? But I feel like that's a taboo question that you don't answer that.
I mean, I don't know how much I spend on anything I have.
About it makes you happy, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Buy what makes you happy.
I do get asked a lot, like, what is your collection worth? And I'm like, who in their right minds ever wants to do that math?
And somebody's asking, is the giveaway one of Jean's used mugs? Unfortunately not. It is not
One of
the
my what?
giveaways. Your used mugs.
Oh.
Your used coffee mugs. All right. Somebody's asking your favorite retired Lego theme. I don't know if you would have one, or if you did.
I don't have any sets from it, but I would say elves, because if it was an active theme, I would totally buy elves. And I blame that fully on Aubrey Moktura.
Okay. I blame it on Netflix. My daughters watched Elves, and I had to buy all the retired elf sets. And
Oh my God, I love
cheap,
that.
and they're very little. Emily, no, you don't only win once on this one. This isn't a one you can win multiple times. It's just the luck of the draw with that. So we'll like that being there. Just reading the question. How many Lego sets do you have? I don't know if that's a question you need to answer, but is it over
I just don't
100?
think that's calculated. I don't think it's over 100.
I feel like it is for you. And we're gonna go on like your counting of your mugs. Like, I think you're underestimating the amount of Lego sets that you have. Have you seen all the boxes you've
No.
thrown in that guest room?
There's no way. 100? I have no idea. Getting into Lego really changes your perception of things. Because like when I was like when I had a lot of Funko Pops, I was like, oh, I don't have a lot, but it was like I had 300.
I mean, think about it for
And
March real quick. You have 15 sets just in March.
that's
So
true. That's true.
the
And
little
then
sets start adding up too with it.
people
So
would see me start selling Funko Pops too, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're getting out of Funko Pops." And I counted them, and I was like, "There's 200 of them." Like, no, I still have a
that's a
lot
lot.
of them.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. I had a question that I wanted to ask. I want to know, do you have any phobias? Not Lego related.
I have a lot of weird phobias. I have a fear of ceiling fans. I have a fear that they'll fall on me. I have a fear of flying. Every time I get on an airplane is literally me overcoming a fear.
Can I get back to the ceiling fan
And
one? Do you have a fear that it's still spinning as it's falling, or like it's not spinning anymore? It's just the following of it.
I guess so. I grew up like super poor, and I used to sleep in the living room because I didn't have my own bedroom. And so the ceiling fan there was like super creaky. It never fell on me, but it fell one day, and I was like, "What? That could have been me." It fell on while I was like sleeping or something. So, yeah.
I've never heard of that one, so I'm gonna chalk that up as first time for me hearing about the ceiling
I
fans.
have a lot of.
I
They're
like
mostly
that though.
irrational, like
That's
flying.
flying,
Yeah.
no problem. Once I'm on a plane, like I'm not in control, so I don't have any
I
of
know,
that.
and that's what but the thing is that I'll literally start drafting my last will and testament on an email draft. Like, okay, in case somebody needs to find this, and like who's going to take care of my dogs, and
Well,
somebody is going to have to part out my collection and then make sure that my parents get the money in a trust fund, not all at once. Yeah, I just like,
so I
it's pretty
wasn't going to ask
neurotic.
this question, but kind of you just led into it, so I am now going to ask it. Would you rather know how you would die or when you would die?
I think I would rather know when.
Okay. This way you could start doing a lot more
I don't
things
know
and not
why.
have to worry about the ceiling fan or flying if you knew when.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
Then I could literally go skydiving and be like, well, this isn't the day, so.
What is your oldest Lego set that you actually have now in your collection?
Like the year that it came out, or
Yeah, I would say like when it was released with Lego. Not when you bought it.
I think I think it's Wally.
From Ideas,
Yeah,
right?
it's either
Wally?
Wally.
Okay.
It's either Wally or the Ghost. I don't know which one came out first.
All right, and we'll finish with the last
Does
question
anybody know?
here. What other hobbies do you have?
Oh man, anytime anybody asks me that, I immediately forget everything about myself.
Okay. You can come back to it
What are my hobbies?
at another date.
I do like running, but I haven't run in a while. And I do read. I like reading.
Are you a foodie?
When? Oh my God, I'm a big foodie. We haven't, so like, yeah, Austin is a big foodie town. We haven't gone out to eat much because we're like trying to cook at home more, and because I'm not working. But yes, huge foodie, huge into like craft cocktail bars. My husband loves tiki bars, so I like making craft cocktails at home too. But I don't do it that often because like I'm on a wine kick recently. I do like hiking, but it just gets so hot in the summer. My dogs. I don't know. What are hobbies? I don't crochet or anything, like.
Can we call creating content a hobby? Do you
I
like
know,
doing that,
right? I was like, I have fun doing that, but
I like
right now doing my
playing
job.
bags, or
What?
I guess bags, like is it cornhole that some people call it? Not cornhole.
Oh, yeah.
But
I've
like
never played it.
the two things with the hole in the middle. Like I like playing that. We just call it bags. It's probably called something
Yeah, I
something
think
else with
you're just
everybody else. So.
cornhole. I don't play that. I don't really play
Yeah,
like board
cornhole.
games,
Okay.
and I don't play sports. I used to play sand volleyball. Like when I first met my husband, I was like, yeah, I'll do sand volleyball with you. But he's like extremely competitive and athletic, whereas I'm the nerdy band kid getting hit in the face with the volleyball.
Okay.
But I
I
had
just
fun.
picture Mean Girls, when people talk about volleyball and Lindsay Lohan like hitting the girl in the face with the volleyball. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
Yeah, getting faced. I freaking love Mean Girls.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to see the new Mean Girls, the like musical version, or is that not in your? Do you not go to the movies?
I don't go to the movies that often, but I do want to see that one. Usually, like, unless it's a superhero or Star Wars movie, I won't really see it in theaters. The next one we're seeing in theaters is Dune, and that's because it's like sci-fi, and we like sci-fi shit.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pull on to do a couple of the giveaways now because I feel like people have been in here for a little, so we'll let some people win on this. And I love how they're advertising medical marijuana on this page as well. So, all right, for the first, I don't know if you can see it with relief is on the way. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do on this one, we're gonna do the poly bags for somebody. So you get 2 poly bags. This is the Lunar New Year VIP add-on and a fun and funky VIP add-on. So you get to enjoy these if you have kids. If not, these are some of the fun ones that you might like. All right, so we will just do the spin. Let's get a shuffle. Oh, Mims Bricks. I see your name's up there twice. I'm removing one of them. Only get 1 entry on this. And let me just double check on that. All right, here we go. With the spin, we got 24 entries. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. And I should probably big screen this. Sure Bricks a lot. I know that account. Is he in here, though?
He should be.
Is he in here? He did just say, I love those add-on packs.
Yeah.
So I am assuming he's in here. So congratulations. I'll contact you to make you aware of the VIP add-ons. So
there he is.
All right, perfect. Polybag, sure. And again, you're not getting removed on this one, so he can win again. I'm just letting people know that. We're not doing it as just a one and done type of pack. So, and I'm rooting for you, Ron, because then it's one less shipping for me that I'd have to do. So, all right, next we're gonna do a Christmas Babbles because I'm just trying to get rid of these. Sorry to say that, but somebody will make good use of this for their Christmas tree next year. And for those of you who are not aware, those are probably some of the biggest posts you can do is in front of a Christmas tree. So save this in the box and post it in front of your Christmas tree. Let's get the spin on this one. And the winner is WDW Brian Bricks. Congratulations. He actually won a giveaway from me. I don't know if it was last week. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So congratulations again. And again, all you got to do is be a part of the live streams and you get a chance to win these. And I know he's in here. So congrats on that.
Yay.
That's coming your way. We're going to do some roses for somebody. Valentine's Day did happen. You probably didn't get yourself roses. So here's a set of roses for you. And the winner on this one. Daydreamer Photos. I don't know if you're still in here. And I'm thinking Daydreamer Photos is part of your community because this is the first time I'm seeing them. So are they in here? Daydreamer Photos, are you in here? Let me double check to see what your username was. Looks like Gareth. I don't know if Gareth is in here. They're here. All right, I will accept that. So Daydreamer Photos, congrats. I will contact you on the roses. All right, so we're gonna take a break on the giveaway. I'm gonna come back to the giveaway in a second. Let me get this set up here. and we'll pull back into some of your stuff right now. So this is me with
My
my
stuff?
fun videos. Yeah, this is me with my fun, dumb videos that I started to try to add on here. So I'm just, bear with me on this, but here we go. All right, so this segment's what's on your list of things that you're looking for. So for the first thing, I'm going to pull it on right now. This is your white whale set. So, or hopefully it was, because this was the one you told me. So this
Still my
is the
white whale.
Ewok Village, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And this one came out for $249. What is it about this one that puts it on your list of sets that you want to have?
I love Endor. It's my favorite planet. I know I said I would live on Naboo, but that's different because Naboo is a habitable planet that is, like first world. But Endor is just so pretty and green, and it has Ewoks, and so I love everything about like Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. So that's why I want that one. It also has like the best minifigure lineup, I think.
Now, surprisingly, this is probably the only Star Wars set that would be on my list of sets that I would like to get. And
It's really cool.
I'm a big fan of the bears.
And I don't think I cared about it that much until I went to Ross's house and like he has it displayed and I was like, oh my God, I want it. Like it looks so cool.
And now you could probably find it for a new set. It's showing the lowest that you could bid on one is for $590, but that's on eBay. I don't really trust eBay.
I trust eBay, okay, but like $590, that's I've been watching a few listings and that's kind of
looks
low,
like on
the low end.
Bricklink it's averaging like $470 to $650 right now
For a
on
new one?
Bricklink. I'm assuming it'd be for a new one on this. I've seen them, I thought, for like 700 or 800 for like brand new in the box. So
Yeah, brand
I
new
don't
in the
really
box.
look this one up, but it's up there.
Man, I'm
we'll
missing a
say.
piece.
And that's the
Right?
worst when you're missing a piece when you're trying to build. That's why I also don't like building bigger sets when I'm on a live stream there. So, all right. Also, we're gonna do one that you would like that's existing, we'll say, with Lego. So this actually has been the most popular
my
one
God.
on my past couple streams that I've done for what people are looking for. So I think you're the third person that actually put this on, because the Brickcr8tor, Luke, LJM Builds, and now you is saying Rivendell.
Yeah, I actually think I'm probably gonna order that soon.
Well, this is on back order. So if you're looking for a good gift with purchase, this would be a good one to put on. However, it just missed out on, I guess, the Spacemen. But March 2nd looks like this will be the ship date for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely really want that set.
I bought this because everybody built this in 2023 and claimed this was the top set of the year.
Yeah.
And a lot of respectable people, I would say, put that up there. So I bought this when I bought the Millennium Falcon on double points. So I spent a lot of money. It's probably like the biggest purchase I've done in a long time with the two sets combined. And both of them are still sitting in the box.
Oh my God. You should build. Wait, do you like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and I love The Hobbit too. I would say I liked it better than Star Wars in terms of like trilogies and prequels for me.
Yeah,
and
Lord of the
maybe
Rings
it's
is
like
incredible.
I like that like medieval-ish look of things, like with sword fighting. Like I'm a big fan of that, like Gladiator movies, 300, things like that. I was a big fan of Netflix, The Barbarian. So it's like I like old history, and I guess this kind of is fantasy with a little old history.
Lord of the Wings.
I-
Lord of the Wings. Lord of the Rings was like my
Aubrey's
first.
saying I'm the number
favorite.
2 Lord of the Rings fan. Very fair.
What's the joke? Who's the number 1 fan?
Well, it's because I claim I'm number 1 with Star Wars, so I guess I can't be number 1 in Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. That would just be unfair to everybody out there. Now, somebody's saying with the yard sale, that's, I guess, yard sale with buying your white whale set. But Aubrey, coming home with one of those sets, like, that would be my problem. Like, how do you come home from a convention with that unless it's a convention that's in your state?
Yeah, I mean, I would just put it in my bag, and then usually I have friends wherever I'm going, and I'd just be like, hey, can you ship this to me? Like, I'll pay for your shipping label.
All right, and this one, I'm surprised that this is a coming soon one that you have. I'm actually surprised that you didn't get this one. But I guess knowing the sets that you just got kind of makes sense that you didn't get this one. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage.
Yeah, I was surprised that people were surprised that I didn't get it. I was like, why would I get, like, I don't really get a lot of Disney from LAN. But
Well,
man, that
do you have
is
the Disney
the
Castle, or do you not have that?
I think I have Disney on like number 4, number 5 on my list of themes to receive. And thankfully,
So
I've been
what is
very
it about this
fortunate.
one then that makes you want to get this one from
It's just
other
so
Disney
cute,
sets?
and
'Cause
it has all of the minifigures, and it just looks like such an incredible build. I love the color of the roof, like the thatchy roof and textured roof. I actually just saw Danny Bob's review on it today, and like she said it was like a really complicated roof build, but that it looks really cool and it's satisfying. So like that just solidified it for me.
the roof does look very intricate, and I love how
It's like
that looks on there.
appealing.
So
Yeah.
yes. Now, is there a dwarf that is your favorite?
Dopey. He's super cute.
So that I was called Dopey for my family. Like my mom, I have 3 sisters that used to call me Dopey. So Dopey was always my favorite. I have another sister that's called Grumpy. And she had everything Grumpy. Like when I talk everything, pictures, stuffed animals, statues that were built of Grumpy, she had all of that. But Snow White, like this is definitely up there on me because this is a family. Like we love this as a family. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's
All right,
just
so
it's such a pretty set.
yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I'm assuming a lot of people in the chat are going to want to get this. I saw somebody actually said that it was a June 4th set, but I think that was a typo. You were saying that it's actually March 4th when it comes out, but if you're an insider, you can get it on March 1st.
Yeah, that actually came up in the land. Somebody was like, "Wait, what is this right?" Because it said what you said, right? But then they clarified with PR that it was whatever was on the
saw
like,
that.
website was.
I guess
the
it
correct
was
one.
a fellow Austin land guy that posted that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, this will be a good one to have for the set there. So that's definitely on my list. Is that a day 1 purchase for you, or do you not make day 1 purchases?
All right, I just took a bite of food.
No worries. I get it. It's dinner time for you down there. No worries. Well, actually, it's
I do
8:30 for your dinner, so late
I don't know.
dinner.
I've been eating for like an hour, which is fine. I do make day 1 purchases, and I am gonna make day 1 purchases, but not that one. I don't make big day 1 purchases, so let's just say that.
Okay, that's fair. I am nervous for March's release day.
March is rough.
I probably won't take my kids because when I take my kids, like we end up getting a lot more than we need to. So they won't be coming there. So, all right. And then I'm going to do the last giveaway right now. I was going to do an extra one, but I don't want to cut your time too long here. We're kind of going towards that hour and a half mark, and I try to keep this under that. So last giveaway we're going to be doing is the Zoltan is what they call it. It's really Zoltar. If you saw the movie Big, they wrote Zoltan on this, which I really wish that they made it Zoltar, but maybe it's like a copyright that they didn't want to do that. But you're going to get it brand new in the case. It's going to come with the instructions. And this is going right now for like $90 I saw online. It was only $35. I'm glad I picked up an extra one so that somebody in the chat can be lucky and get this one. So let's do the final wheel spin on this. And here we go. Let me make it. It is big screen. So there we go. Final winner. Bird Bricks. Are you in here? And I think Bird Bricks is from your community as well.
Oh.
I've never seen them before. So hopefully they're in here. Because if not, I'm going to respin on this one.
Calling Bird Bricks. Ooh, he's there. Yay.
John Buck. If that's correct. Okay, congratulations. All right. I will contact all the winners on Instagram because I have all your Instagram names. So congrats to everybody that's on there. Is there any last things that you want to close with that you'd like to say? And before you even say anything, I'd like to just say thank you again for coming on. It was nice. This was our first live stream ever really.
It is.
Getting to chat together, which maybe it might not be our last, but you know, I appreciate this being the first one. So
I'm sure it won't be. Thank you for inviting me on. I think we've had these scheduled for like a month now. Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you. I feel like I don't have anything to add, but I had wanted to say this earlier and I forgot. I was like, we should have started with that clip of Paul Rudd on that show. He's like, look at us now. Look at us.
Look at us.
You know,
look at us.
Now.
Yeah, that actually would not have been a bad way to start with it because here we are now.
Yeah.
We came so far, I'd like to say. So
hashtag if you know, you know.
if you know, you know. I will agree with that. For everybody that is going to rewatch this, you know, go follow Jean. I'm sure you probably already follow her, but so I'm just going to throw these QR codes up there. That's her YouTube.
I can't believe you made QR code.
Listen, I do this for everybody. So
I know,
again,
but
I'd like
you're so
the point of
ridiculous.
this is to promote other people. So your YouTube, you're almost at 5,000 subscribers, which is freaking phenomenal from how quickly you've been growing with that. So kudos to you on that.
Thank you.
Also, your Instagram, which you're close to 100,000. You're almost about to hit 90,000, but
Yeah,
you'll be at
but
100,000 very soon. You'll be there.
I don't know.
She will be there. And if you're not following her, obviously go follow her. It's probably everybody that's on here already follows you because they'd be dumb not to. We're going to also show your Twitch. You're almost at 800 subs on there, but is that that's a streaming one for you? So you do a lot of live builds on that? Okay.
That's the thing
So-
is that since I've like taken this full time, I'm like, oh, like I don't have the energy to live stream, and Twitch is like only a live stream platform, you know. So, but I do love the Twitch community, so I'll definitely be around.
Do you think you stream more on YouTube or more on Twitch?
Well, like now at first it was Twitch, but now I definitely, if I'm streaming at all, I'm definitely streaming on Twitch. So.
Okay. All right. So Twitch is there. That was the YouTube. And then you're freshly growing, I should say, on TikTok. But we're going to put your TikTok on there as well because I know that you don't
TikTok
focus
is
as
like-
much on it. But
Yeah, it's like it's so embarrassing almost. Like I just don't understand TikTok. It's definitely for the
the only
kids.
one I see that does really well from Lego is Emily on there. She crushes it.
she really
on
does.
TikTok.
Crushes.
And I don't know if that's her main platform now that she does or if YouTube is. But what's great about what TikTok's doing is if anybody wants to get into that world, if you do a minute video, you can actually, they are promoting landscape mode. So if you're making it on YouTube, your video, you can just upload that same video to TikTok. And they're paying
I didn't
people.
know that.
Yes. Oh, that's their new thing that they're pushing this year is they want it to be over minute videos. So everything you're posting on your YouTube, you can just repost it right to TikTok. And they're paying creators very handsomely for over a
Well,
minute right now on
yeah,
TikTok.
I do, even though I'm doing terribly on TikTok, I do get a nice chunk of change, like a few $100 every month, which is better than Instagram pays. Like
Right.
Instagram doesn't really pay at all. So like, but I didn't know that you could do. So what I've been doing is just re-recording in horizontal and in vertical. So if I could
They
just
want it.
re-upload my
They want it in horizontal form because they're now wanting people to turn their phone sideways. Not like every video, but just for a tidbit for you, because you could probably just repurpose a lot of your content. So
yeah,
um,
interesting.
yeah, so good luck with that. But these are all her socials to go follow. If
Thank
you're not
you.
already following her, great account, great person. Now that I got to know you, I should say, and very welcoming with everybody getting into social media as well. So I'm sure if you have a question, this is a person that you can ask. Since she does well on all platforms across the board, we'll call you the I don't want to say foursome because that sounds weird.
Don't call it that.
But we won't call it that. We'll say you're a quad creator.
Yeah, I was like, quad something. That's a lot better.
We'll call you. You're good on all 4 platforms. So very hard for a lot of people to do that. A lot of people are good on 1 or 2. So congrats on that. So
thank you. I'm happy to, like I said, happy to be here. Happy to know you.
no, that's all we can ask. So and then everybody else, every Thursday, 8 p.m. we have a new guest that we bring in. Next week we have Alb the Builder. So I'm excited for that. That's actually going to be my first time streaming with her as well. We'll have a couple giveaways as well for that one. And that's probably going to be the thing that we'll do every week, a couple small giveaways, because my wife wants me to get rid of some of my sets here. So feel free to join, have a shot to win, have fun hanging out. You might catch a guest eating dinner, building, having a cocktail. You never know. So no, listen, this was fun. I had a great time. So.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, everybody, have a great night. I'm going to play the exit and we're going to exit out of here. So thanks again.
Bye, everyone.